Okay. Come here. Come here. Do one more video, and then we'll see about doing the yard if it's nice enough outside. I suppose I could go sit outside and do this. Most of it's like this, and I could sit out there. See, yeah, Mom, why don't you do that? I could hold them both, then I can do it, I guess. Although I think it goes out of range here. Nope. I didn't make it good enough. Alright. Come on. Ugh. I didn't clean the bench, but as long as I don't lean back, it'll be okay. Owl seems to have done the job. Although he keeps getting blown up by the wind. I really need to like nail him down somewhere, but
Can we find any proof on this backpack?
I don't know.
It seems suitable for field reporting.
Oop.
Can you match these fingerprints to a suspect?
Oh. Okay.
Oh, interesting. The mission statement mentions the sponsor of the documentary, a very familiar name, the Von Rowe Foundation.
Got a little too far away. Hitting my net. Ooh. The Von Rowe Foundation, she says, huh? Alright. That's not where I meant to put that. I wanted to put that on here.
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
Yeah, we gotta turn that so it's like this. No.
Are you here to waste my time?
Yes. That is actually why I'm here, sir. Thank you for acknowledging it. I don't know what we're gonna get off this. I guess a fingerprint.
There seems to be a mark on this glass door.
The glass door is quite a ways away. Hey! Hey! Come here! Rusty? Rusty! You stop barking at people! Pain in my asses. Hey, hey, hey! Hey! Let's try it over here.
There seems to be a mark on this glass door.
Yeah, we'll get it right. We'll get this put in a good place here. I'm gonna project it right in front of me now, right?
There seems to be a mark on this glass door.
Oh, yes, there does. Now I'm too close? What? Jesus. Who's you? Hello? Ugh.
A particularly original painting by Richard. Mythology and the nativity meet. What might it represent?
All kinds of things. If it would let me grab it, it'd be nice. I can't grab that one. Alright, so this is not a game, let me tell you. If you were actually stuck in a wheelchair, this would be not a good game.
There seems to be a mark on this glass door.
Fantastic. So what are you telling me? It's because it's from the other side? Oh, Christ. No, you would not.
A fingerprint. Someone tried to dust it with their index finger.
Oh. What is with this? Yep, can't. I don't know why I have to hit it.
Look here. This is your pedestal. Take a Polaroid and bring it to the pedestal to reveal the clue.
No. I didn't actually look at the damn. Oh. Yeah, that's not where I was trying to put
There
that.
seems to be a mark on this glass door.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Question is, whose frickin' handprint is that? It's not his, it's his. Alright, so here.
During a tense moment between Von Rove and Hugh, in order to not witness an embarrassing spectacle, I preferred to look at the view. And I probably...
A particularly original painting by Richard. Mythology and the nativity meet. What might it represent? You just found the fingerprint proof.
Yeah, again, with this, because the name or whatever is going to be on the back, right? Oh no, that's the only thing on this one. Okay. Ugh. I don't see a difference in it, do you? Nope. Rusty, where are you
The
at?
documentary seems to have been very well prepared. All the documents are properly archived. A complete file with all the elements that are involved in the making of a documentary about... Can you match these fingerprints to a suspect?
Okay. No. I wasn't paying attention when it came up. This one might be for him. Yes. What happens if you put the dead man's in there?
I started making a documentary about Richard Hugh. After his first exhibition, everyone wanted to know more about this fashionable artist. To be honest, despite Richard's hype, I wasn't very enthusiastic about the idea of making this piece. I thought it would be easy money, but probably long and boring. Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
A gorgeous digital camera with a vintage look. Let's think about it. Who had the object in hand? An inscription reads, "Property of Mourier." There's no doubt about it. We know who it belongs to.
Ow. Oh, that hurt.
An SD card for storage of video footage with the documentary. There's a note written on the SD card saying documentary. Who does it belong to? Can you identify these fingerprints?
Maybe. Ooh, yep. Everything on this board goes to him. Rusty Stover, you being
I
bad?
started making a documentary about Richard Hugh. After his first exhibition, everyone wanted to know more about this fashionable artist. To be honest, despite Richard's hype, I wasn't very enthusiastic about the idea of making this piece. I thought it would be easy money, but probably long and boring.
That's the one I was drawing. It's this one I want to put in there then. Hey!
I was hoping someone
Come
would
on.
pick it up. After our last interview, I left it lying around for a while. I warned my production company that I had to give it all back from Hugh. But apparently no one bothered.
The phone has received messages and a photo from Laura von Rove. Who does it belong to? Can you identify these fingerprints? Apparently, there's some incredible news to be discovered. But who is it for? And what does Laura von Rove have to do with all this?
Chicken butt. Come here.
Oh, I love her. We've been friends since the first year of journalism school. She wasn't as studious as I was.
Dusty.
Laura soon dropped out, but we never lost touch. I think we really do have two great passions in common.
Dusty!
Talking politics.
Did you
and
lift the fence up for
gossiping
your
about
brother to
her
get
dad.
out? I hope not. He's not allowed to be out. Dusty!
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
Could Richard have lost his inspiration? He's desperately looking for ideas for his next exhibition. This creative energy seems to be drawing a list of leads for a forthcoming exhibition. It's fair to say that there are no concrete leads. Can you identify these fingerprints? Is a bloody marker
Dusty!
validating an artistic choice? Or is it pure chance that a trace of blood is there?
Dusty!
I had
Where
intense
you at?
exchanges with
There you
Richard,
is.
but I would
Come
never
here.
go that far.
Come here, Dust. Little asshole Rusty will come here. Yeah, Rusty can come see Mommy. Come here.
I hardly recognized Richard. He was visibly under stress, a stark contrast to the blossoming, promising artist I'd met. We all go through difficult times. I don't want to make excuses for him, but there's nothing worse than the feeling that you're no longer expected.
No.
Oh, yes, the journalist. Another unreliable person. I took it upon myself to put Richard in the spotlight, and this Jan lazily left the project. He never finished the documentary.
I started making a documentary about Richard Hugh. After his first exhibition, everyone wanted to know more about this fashionable artist. To be honest, despite Richard's hype, I wasn't very enthusiastic about the idea of making this piece. I thought it would be easy money, but probably long and boring. Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
Apparently, I never attached this to anybody.
It's clear evidence that I am deeply committed to contributing to Richard's creative work.
Time I put my hand in my pocket, it moves. It's annoying. You two being good?
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff. Oh, I love her. We've been friends since the first year of journalism school. She wasn't as studious as I was. Laura soon dropped out, but we never lost touch. I think we really do have two great passions in common: talking politics and gossiping about her dad.
Did my daughter tell you about it?
There it is.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
No. Now I need to know about. It's contractually bound. There's this tool. There's this one.
Yes, these are my rushes. As you can see, nothing was used. Everything was left in place.
So you have no interesting evidence to present to me?
No, probably not. That's that one.
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
Well, why are you showing me this?
For fun?
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
Man, I can't fucking win for losing.
I started making a documentary about Richard Hugh. After his first exhibition, everyone wanted to know more about this fashionable artist. To be honest, despite Richard's hype, I wasn't very enthusiastic about the idea of making this piece. I thought it would be easy money, but probably long and boring.
Rusty!
Oh, yes, the journalist. Another unreliable person. I took it upon myself to put Richard in the spotlight, and this Jan lazily left the project. He never finished the documentary.
Where?
Well, why are you showing me this?
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff. Yes, indeed, this is my stuff. Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
What's it got to do with me? So you have
Rusty!
no interesting evidence to present to me?
Come here, Rusty!
Yes, these are my rushes. As you can see, nothing was used. Everything was left in place.
No idea how this would prove anything, but we'll just fucking do it.
Is this related to me?
Is you keep leaving a yard? Is you keep leaving a yard?
What does this have to do with me?
You out there rubbing yourself all over everything like it's crack? Fucking weirdo.
I don't want to make excuses for him, but there's nothing worse than the feeling that you're no longer expected.
I'll do this one too. Literally every single connection.
I had intense exchanges with Richard, but I would never go that far.
Is you guys all bad? Yeah, you's all bad, aren't you? You're such bad boys. Yeah? Who's bad boy? Bad boy, bad boy. Come here. All right, come on. Bad boys, bad boys. This had nothing to do with why you so fat. No, it does not. Ooh. Not the one I want. Why I have so much trouble with this particular. Get it to come in here.
Look here. This is your pedestal. Take a Polaroid and bring it to the pedestal to reveal the clue.
You. I gotta clean up whatever toy Rusty tore apart over here at some point. Yes, we'll listen to this one. Ooh.
Oh, yes, the journalist. Another unreliable person. I took it upon myself to put Richard in the spotlight, and this Jan lazily left the project. He never finished the documentary.
Here's a new scene. Try to collect all the clues. Don't forget that you can control the timeline. A first reminder from the bank for unpaid dues. Line with your watch. The first part of Jan's report has finally been released. Martine sent a letter to Richard.
It's enough.
Richard. Thought I'd drop by for a friendly update. Oh, you've refurbished. Very bohemian. So how's the new collection coming along, Richard?
Well, I'm working on it. I've been exploring new ideas, but it's not ready yet.
Not ready? Richard, we had an understanding. You were supposed to deliver an exhibition this year.
Yes, I know, Carl, but creativity, it can't be rushed. I need more time.
More time? You think you have the luxury of time?
You know,
that first exhibition, it wouldn't have happened without my backing. And your little romance with Agatha. You think that was all you? I made sure she was at every press conference, every event. You think she'd be remotely interested in you if I hadn't given you so much publicity?
You know, fuck you. Yet, fuck you. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Without you, I'm nothing. Stop it. Are you creating art? Well, are you? Because I am. I'm the artist. You're just, I don't know, jealous or something, like you were in the interview. People appreciate my talent.
Talent? Don't make me laugh. But get your act together and give us a damn exhibition. Do what you're supposed to do. Richard, do you know the date? Look at it. From now on, all the profits go to me. So good luck supporting yourself,
way to mark the day.
dipshit.
It's enough. There's one more somewhere. Okay. I hear you.
The painting is nearly complete. The timeline is complete. Let's go back to the investigation room.
Hey, child. Come here.
Here is the new detective board. Let's take a look at the clue we found.
Oh, it's because you're looking at the damn light. You know, that's so annoying, Rusty. The whining you do during that. Staring at the lights. Pain in my butt, dogs.
The bank sent Richard an initial reminder letter. He needs to resolve his situation as soon as possible. Can you match these fingerprints to a suspect? The bank's loan service warns Richard that he risks legal action if he doesn't promptly settle his account. Has he already spent his advances in credit? What kind of situation has he got himself into? The artist and the patron are side by side on the magazine cover. Richard is indeed in the spotlight, but I'm not certain if Carl will appreciate this article. It seems that Jan wasn't fooled. He saw right through Carl's game and was impervious to his manipulations. The Foundation financed part of the report, so he might react very poorly to it. Can you identify these fingerprints? You just found the blood evidence.
A plus, huh? Mr. A positive here.
Richard was a genius, but his erratic behavior made him a liability. I saw potential in his art, but his financial desperation was consuming him. Despite my efforts to guide him, he remained stubborn and unpredictable. I invested heavily in him, and now I am paying the price.
The painting is almost finished, true to his style. Will this piece open the new collection? A fingerprint is visible. Someone deliberately left their mark in the still wet paint. Someone who wanted to show they are above the... You just found the special proof.
I merely observed that the painting was far from complete. I never intended to leave a permanent mark. It's clear evidence that I am deeply committed to contributing to Richard's creative work.
Martine ended up giving Richard some legal advice. It's clear that Martine feels guilty for throwing Richard to the wolves. She herself wrote the contracts and knows it. Can you match these fingerprints to a suspect? Carl didn't hesitate to take the artist's tool to mark the date. Let's think about it. Who had the object in hand? On the bristles of the brush, there are traces of blood. It's dried as if it had previously been used as paint? Strange.
Oh, yes, I had to take the artist's tools. You always have to show the way. That's my responsibility as a patron.
Carl imposes his timeline in a dramatic way. Clearly, Carl wanted to intimidate, and he succeeded. Richard had originally marked the date in a way that was already quite visible, but clearly less striking. How will he manage to create enough pieces? He hasn't even finished the first one.
Oh, that's an inside joke between us. I wanted to support him and playfully indicated a date to motivate him. I'm glad he kept it. It must have touched him.
Carl's final confession. It won't open a new timeline, but it might be the beginning of a better understanding of this puzzling character.
Richard was a genius, but his erratic behavior made him a liability. I saw potential in his art, but his financial desperation was consuming him. Despite my efforts to guide him, he remained stubborn and unpredictable. I invested heavily in him, and now I am paying the price. I truly hope the police find him soon.
Richard looks so angry all the time, you know, guys.
A painting from Richard's first collection. The work is very accomplished, the brushwork almost real. It's not a good habit to put your fingers on a painting. Who would have done that?
Oh, didn't even look at it.
A painting from Richard's first collection.
It's,
The work is very accomplished. The brushwork almost real.
What's this idiot did it?
Nothing to say about that.
Okay. She's got nothing to say about that. It's rude.
A rather interesting work of art from Richard's first collection. Let's think about it. Who had the object in hand? The artist's mark.
You got nothing to say about touching that one, too?
I'll refrain from commenting on that.
A pen bearing the Von Rove Foundation's signature. A simple pen marked Von Rove. Can you match these fingerprints to a suspect?
I have no idea what happened.
Who will benefit from this contract? Let's think about it. Who had the object in hand? A contract binding our dear Richard to his patron.
Yes, it's a legal document he signed.
A lovely postcard. It's nice to see that someone has thought about Richard. I think it's obvious who these prints belong to. A text message sent from Martine's phone. Martine seemed to believe in Richard's artistic success. You could feel her enthusiasm. Probably the fingerprints of the phone's owner.
Nothing unusual. I always keep Carl informed when a deal is finalized.
A business card which seems to be decorated with a message. Can you identify these fingerprints? What? A most cordial invitation.
I think I wanted to keep in touch with the artist beyond the contract. And it's worked out really well. I think we've connected in a deep way.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear a sumptuous gramophone used to play vinyl records. And to get people to know. There is the artist's mark. Like a modern-day Sleeping Beauty, someone seems to have pricked a finger on the gramophone diamond. Can you identify these fingerprints?
Hey!
I saw Richard a few days before his disappearance.
Come here.
2 or 3 days before that, I don't know exactly. We met through Carl von Rove, initially for professional reasons, and then we grew closer. The last time we spoke,
Come here.
Richard seemed lost, anxious,
Come here.
almost desperate. To be honest, he reminded me of a trapped animal. Something was wrong. I could see that. I have no idea what could have happened to him, but you must find him.
Shut up! Jesus.
Wow, what happened here? Let's find out by exploring the timeline. You can control time by looking at your watch.
We know. No?
A radical change in style.
Oop, a little too close, huh?
An updated contract. A pot of paint with a particularly striking shade of red. A second and final reminder from the bank.
Is anyone here? Hello?
Over here, Martine. Just follow the labyrinth.
Thank goodness. I didn't quite catch that, but I'm coming. This is quite the transformation, Richard. You're channeling your inner Dexter.
Ta-da! Make yourself comfy. So, how is the world of finance treating you?
Richard, let's not dance around it. You didn't call me here to chat. You mentioned you needed help creating something extraordinary.
A glass of champagne.
Yes, right, okay. So I've been thinking a lot about life and about art.
Go on.
And, well, art is about sacrifice. It's about putting a piece of yourself into the work.
Yes, that's true.
But sometimes that means you need something more tangible.
Richard, just tell me.
I need to paint with your blood, Martine.
What? Have you lost your mind? How much blood are we talking about here? You do realise I need it to live,
Yes,
right?
yeah, just a few drops. See it as a literal piece of yourself in the art world. Oh, wait.
A ceremonial Beninese knife of stunning design. The timeline is complete. Let's go back to the investigation room.
No, absolutely not. That thing looks like a tetanus warning. It must be 1,000 years old.
Oh, not 1,000, but 300. This is...
God damn it.
Tetanus warning. It must be 1,000 years old.
Oh, not 1,000, but 300. This is a ceremonial knife from Gabon. It symbolises the soul and creativity.
That's a fascinating history, Richard, but still no.
Oh, Martine, look. This is not just a tool. It's a connection to something greater, something profound.
Fine. But if I faint, you're explaining this to my doctor.
Deal.
You're nuts.
Here is a new detective board. Let's take a look at the clue we found.
Wasn't so bad the way that it was there.
And the original painting is hardly recognizable.
Hell?
Richard has completely covered it with his new blazing style.
What the hell is happening here? Oh. Well, guess we'll do this.
Look here. This is your pedestal. Take a Polaroid and bring it to the pedestal to reveal the clue. And the original painting is hardly recognizable. Richard has completely covered it with his new blazing style. You just found the fingerprint proof. You just found the special proof.
I won't even paying any attention to the fingerprint. I keep forgetting to do that again.
And the original painting is hardly
Yes.
recognizable. Richard has completely covered it with his new blazing style.
What are we looking for? Has made a bloody contribution. And the purpose of the visit.
It's time to act. The bank is following up. The amount due and the deadline are unrealistic. His only option might be to... You just found the fingerprint proof. You've not yet scanned any evidence on this object.
Yes, I have.
It's time to act. The bank is following up with
has...
Richard. He must resolve his situation as soon as possible.
Seems to be
The
blood
pressure
on
is
it
building.
somewhere.
You just found the blood evidence.
Mm-hmm.
There's something unusual about the red paint. Maybe it's the texture, the color? You just found the fingerprint proof. You just found the special proof. The red pigment is partially made with blood. There's something unusual about the red paint. Maybe it's the texture, the color? A champagne flute. Was there something to celebrate? Someone took the glass, but didn't drink from it. No lip marks. The person just held it. Maybe they didn't feel comfortable. You just found the special proof.
Indeed. The last time I saw him, he offered me a glass to celebrate my first participation in one of his works.
This ornamental knife has been used. The blade has been sharpened and recently there is dried blood on the inside of the blade. You just found the fingerprint proof.
Yep, not the one I wanted to go to.
I'll refrain from commenting on that. Nothing to say about that. It's his, so it's perfectly normal that his fingerprints are on it. Something was wrong. I could see that. I have no idea what could have happened to him, but you must find him. Nothing to say about that.
The newly annotated version of the contract. You just found the fingerprint proof. Martine worked hard to produce a new version that might allow her to escape Carl's group.
Hey! Hey!
Yes,
Hey!
those are indeed my documents.
Behave.
Those are
It won't
indeed
open
my
a new
documents.
timeline, but at least now we know more about her reasons.
The last time we spoke, Richard seemed lost, anxious, almost desperate. To be honest, he reminded me of a trapped animal. Something was wrong. I could see that. I have no idea what could have happened to him, but you must find him.
What's up, doggy doos? Beat your brother up. Bah, 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 bah. Scooby-Doos, what are you doing? Huh? They Scooby-Doos. Little Scooby-Doos. Chicken. He's a little chicken ish whiz. Yeah. Look at all that hair you got on me. I no pet you ever again. Yeah. Never again. No pets ever again. Look at all that hair you got on me. Hmm? Who loves mommy? Hmm? Oh, did you bite my pants? Did you bite my pants? Come here. Little funny face. Funny face. You're a funny face. You're a funny looking face. I'll get back to that one at some point, I guess. That one bothers me. That one's completely done. That one's completely done. That one, I didn't read a few of them. That one's completely done. That one is just irritating. It would seem that no matter what I do, none of them bring up what I want. This one, all three of those have been read and did me good. This one, I have listened to this one.
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
Right. Got it. Okay. And then this one. Everything is done on it. And this one. Yes, it's my stuff.
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff.
That's what he's gonna say. And this one makes like no sense, so. But I did read it. If he reads it, sure doesn't have anything to do with his damn contract.
I'd rather not say anything about it. I must have handled that up.
In the window. We talked to him about his fucking touch in the window.
During a tense moment between Von Rove and Hugh, in order to not witness an embarrassing spectacle, I preferred to look at the view. And I probably...
He took the opportunity to dust. He says it's his property, both of these. Same as this.
Yes, indeed, this is my stuff. Yes, these are my rushes. As you can see, nothing was used. Everything was left in place.
Well, the only possibility is that
I could have written so much about Carl Van Rove. So many juicy articles about the schemes of this rogue millionaire of dubious morals. But I know members of his family personally. Ethics prevent me from discussing Von Rove family matters.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
I came back to Richard for the last part of the interview. The hype around him had already died down, probably because he had been a little overhyped by the Von Rove's communication teams. In short, I hardly recognized Richard. He was visibly under stress, a stark contrast to the blossoming, promising artist I'd met. We all go through difficult times. I don't want to make excuses for him, but there's nothing worse than the feeling that you're no longer expected. Anyway, the interview was cut short. I preferred to put an end to this debacle.
Excuse somebody.
While waiting for the HR call, Agatha texts Kate to find out more. Will she get the long-awaited position? Will she be... You just found the fingerprint proof. Kate explains clearly that the only thing holding her back professionally is her relationship with Richard. Her museum can't have a director who programs her own partner into the museum's exhibitions. It's a total conflict of interest.
No.
While waiting for the HR call, Agatha texts Kate to find out more. Will she get the long-awaited position? Will she be hired at the museum?
I had to make a choice. My career or Richard?
Agatha was eagerly awaiting a call from the museum's HR department. After so much waiting, the museum was finally supposed to inform her if she would be hired as director. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, given her relationship with Richard. There's too much of a conflict of interest for her to be appointed this season. You just found the fingerprint proof.
I had to make a choice. My career or Richard?
Even the SD card shows Jan's disappointment, with "Goddamn Richard" written on it. Jan was clearly looking for an excuse to stop the project. Can you match these fingerprints to a suspect?
That's because it's about Richard, isn't it?
Yes, these are my rushes. As you can see, nothing was used. Everything was left in place. It's a bit narcissistic of Richard to keep them. Yes, these are my rushes. As you can see, nothing was used. Everything was left in place.
It's so annoying when my hand doesn't let go of this stuff.
The file on Richard is nearly empty. Clearly, Jan has lost all motivation to finish this project. Can you match these fingerprints to a suspect? Well, there are a few documents, but almost all mention Agatha. Could she have something to hide? Why investigate her?
I know her reputation. She's a renowned art critic. In the 2010s, her pen was clearly at its best. I loved everything she wrote. Every word was as sharp as a razor. I would have loved to have met her. And maybe it's thinking about meeting her that made me agree to write about Richard.
Apparently, this was the person who came to interview Richard. I honestly had no idea this person even existed. Oh, yes, now you mention it, Richard had told me of an interview where he was struggling to get noticed, and Carl forced his way in.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession. The camera everyone wanted. It was left behind at Richard's place. Even though it belongs to Jan, I doubt he'll come back to retrieve it anytime soon. Not after what happened. In his own way, he was also trapped by a Von Rove contract. If leaving the camera behind is the price to escape, so be it. Can you identify these fingerprints? It seems Laura's information was useful after all. Jan has... Let's think about it. Who had the object in hand? If Carl Von Rove's financial situation is exposed, it could bring down his entire empire.
I could have written so much about Carl Van Rove. So many juicy articles about the schemes of this rogue millionaire of dubious morals. But I know members of his family personally. Ethics prevent me from discussing Von Rove family matters.
There's a bit of blood on the shirt. During their rough encounter, Jan must have lightly scratched Richard with his jacket. Jan's jacket seems to have scratched Richard's neck, splattering a bit of blood on his collar. It's nothing serious, but the bloodstain is noticeable. Let's think about it. Who had the object in hand?
We had a heated argument, and I tried to reason with him by telling him about my personal plans and reassuring him about my professional commitments. But it didn't work.
Jan left all his equipment behind. Let's think about it. Who had the object in hand? It's rented equipment.
I was hoping someone would pick it up. After our last interview, I left it lying around for a while. I warned my production company that I had to give it all back from Hugh. But apparently no one bothered. I hardly recognized Richard. He was visibly under stress, a stark contrast to the blossoming, promising artist I'd met. We all go through difficult times.
There's the last one of those. Now I just need the investigating Carl one, which...
It seems Laura's information was useful after all. Jan has compiled a thorough investigative file on Carl.
It's gotta be the last one there.
Carl von Rove tried to convince me that he's a selfless patron of the arts, which is always a little suspect. Who needs to scream about their good intentions when they really are?
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
Yep, sounds like it's time to be done for now. We'll come back to this later.